Bonsoir tout le monde. Yeah, I got my work clothes on. I got my sheet covering my couch because I've been tearing up my house, fixing things that have needed to be done for a while. Hope everyone's been doing well. I figured I was due for a little update. We are now in day 17 of Mayor Clark's disastrous city of Harvey shutdown. Salut French. Salut, salut, ça va? J'espère que tu vas bien. So yeah, things got so bad that, basically we had been fighting, me and some others, have been fighting Clark and his goon Jedediah Brown. And he had been out of Harvey for a long time. But it seems that Clark is so desperate for the state bailout that he's brought back his lapdog again, Jedediah Brown, and is using him to go try to extort businesses again. So man, it's crazy. This is crazy. Oui, toi, okay. Oui, ça va. Je suis un peu fatigué. Autrement, ça va. C'est pas la fin du monde. I'm just a little tired. Staying busy. Got some things torn up at my house, but it's okay. It's like I guess it's the fall time. It's good to do painting and other random things you got to do. So yeah, day 17. I just wanted to check in with everybody and remind you that this shutdown is not because of Mayor Kellogg. It's not because of anybody else but Mayor Clark and his 4 alder yes men. French said Jed was elected in Harvey. No, he was not. Jed has no special stand. He has no title that we know of, but obviously he's going to extort more businesses. So Clark must be using him again because Clark's a control freak. And if he didn't want Jed here, I'm sure he would turn the police against him. So I don't know what's going on. He can do whatever he wants. Right. That's what he thinks. But the lady yesterday gave him the business. So I wanted to find a little bit of that video. Let me bring that up from yesterday because that was pretty darn great to see that Jed went to harass one of our oldest Harvey businesses called Holt's Funeral Home. And that was after he went to Beggar's Pizza, which is the restaurant that Napoleon Harris owns in Harvey. Now, remember, I'm not excusing all the horrible things that Napoleon's done. He's no saint either, but Jed wouldn't be in Harvey harassing Napoleon unless Clark wanted him to. So, okay. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. How do I put it back? Okay. Oh, wait, did I do it right? Okay, I think I did it right. He's a professional fraudster. Ryan is mostly watching you. Jed is mostly watching you. Oh, Jed's watching me? Probably is, yeah. Hey, Wyoming. Salut, salut. He records your live stream. Oh, he might. He's definitely a stalker type figure. Hello, JD. Bonsoir. French JD. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy November. Joyeux Novembre. I was going to say it in French. Oh, yes. He wants you to make a mistake and sue you. Oh, yeah, right. Probably. Yeah, he's very creepy. Let me go to share this. He's recording you. Yeah. Oh, I believe it for sure. Yeah, I mean he's desperate for money, but he don't watch you, he say. Oh, yeah, yeah, like he's lying in mall. Hmm. Louise says, "Hey Ryan, I'm so glad that you're back, my favorite. I like you and Amir together." Oh, thank you. Merci, Louise. You have a pretty French name too. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, I think Amir went live tonight too. I was gonna possibly join him, but I think he wanted to do his own show tonight, which was fine because we had another community meeting in Harvey that I had to go to because, believe it or not, even though Clark and his goons are so up to no good, life goes on here in Harvey, and we still have a community that has needs, and we got to. As a reminder, Jedediah, um, Christopher Clark, several of other of our politicians, so why do they even care? Check late night crew premiere a few minutes ago. Jed's begging. Ugh, again? Is he begging for money? I saw, yeah, Shay really let him have it in his video yesterday, but I couldn't believe it. I was just doing some work and found out that Jed was harassing this lady at the funeral parlor. So it's on 159th and Dixie Highway. And if you're a Harvey old timer, you remember the Green Shingle was a very very upscale restaurant that was right across the street from Holt Funeral Home. Years ago, one of my uncles was a busboy there. Because remember, Harvey um, was really quite a city. It had so many factories, very prosperous, just definitely the place to be, in the Chicago Southland. So we still want to tap into that awesome history and bring it back for the people. He did a montage only of him begging, lying, and lying again. Yeah. Oh, oh God, I believe it. It seems that Clark and maybe Jed. I know Clark is definitely obviously desperate for money. Jed maybe as well. Haven't seen Mayor Clark out a lot, considering he laid off firefighters, police, and other city workers. He still has his 24/7 security detail that we pay for, his luxury SUV that we pay for, his driver that we pay for. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if we pay for his gas. He and his department heads. There are at least a few of the city employees as well. I think they're most of the department heads, but they drive home brand new leased cars that we pay for. Now we're doing that, and mind you, for 6 years, Mayor Clark has refused to open the book. So we don't know. He says French, so Harvey's bankrupt. Clark says that Harvey's bankrupt, and then he says, "Oh, we're 160 some million dollars in debt." But the fact of the matter is, we really don't know because for 6 years he has, kept the books closed, other than little glimpses here and there. But he's kept the books closed like Fort Knox. So it's crazy. It's like, how can you do that with public finances? This isn't your own. This isn't your own private company. Little private business. This is all public. So yeah, so that's why we're calling on him to resign, and we should have a formalized petition ready. I was talking to Amir about that. Don't forget, Amir has court tomorrow at 10 a.m. So he filed a suit, regarding the July 14th violence that Jed and his group perpetrated, and of course, the city of Harvey let them off the hook. I think with $100 tickets or something. It was ridiculous. They changed the car right before losing the control over the money. Oh, what do you mean about that, French? All right, I wanted to play a little bit of this lady from yesterday. Let me see. Can I make it bigger? Will that mean? Oh, full screen, right? Is that what I want? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, as I was saying, whole funeral home across from what used to be the Green Shingle, really, really cool old fancy restaurant. Been there for years. Jed decides to go in and well, you'll hear what he says. Let me find this video
here. So now, let's go to Hope and let's talk to them. Let's get an understanding of why they aren't paying taxes. Because the city needs the money. That's police services, that's fire services, that's streets being paid, that's all kind of stuff. Do they need help? Let me see, a face mask is required. See if we can get one from them. I don't have a face mask.
Sorry, I wanted to. How do I just pause it? I just want to pause it, man.
How you doing?
Well,
I was
broke,
do we need a mask or no? Is an owner of experience? I want to talk to them about something real quick.
How do I pause it?
My name is Jedediah. I'm an activist. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna restart this because it kind of froze up on me. All right, let's try this again. Okay, yeah, that's where I was at before.
This is your boy Jedediah.
Now, as I'm finding this again, remember,
so many other reasons
to do with the city of Harvey, and it has nothing to do with Jedediah Brown. So just watch how he conducts himself.
I've only been paying taxes on all of this. They ain't tens of thousands of dollars, but they're not giving the money that they should be giving to the government. And so the city is in distress. And so it's interesting because you do the research and you say, oh, so they stopped paying when Christopher Clark became the mayor. It gets deep. We'll talk about that real soon.
Okay, I figured.
So now, let's go to Hope.
Okay, there we are. Sorry, I just wanted to pause it again for a second. Harvey and Jed are broke. Well, remember, the city might not be broke, though. We just don't know, French. That's the thing. We don't know because it's been 6 years and we haven't seen the books, so we don't know where the money is. We could be sitting on a surplus. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. Like, it shouldn't be able to be hidden. But, you know, it's like Jed has no business doing this. He's harassing people again. And yeah, it's just insane. I'm gonna see if okay.
How you doing? I was do we need a face mask or no? No, that's not. Okay, is an owner or manager here by chance? I want to talk to them about something real quick. My name is Jedediah. I'm an activist. Yeah. Okay. Can I go? Yeah. Hi, how are you? You the owner? Can I help you? Yes. So basically, I'm a community activist, and we're visiting our businesses because those businesses that are delinquent in their taxes.
Okay, just 1 second.
We're visiting our businesses. You don't live here, Mr. Brown.
Can I help you?
He's with me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the businesses that are in delinquent in their taxes is kind of sort of exacerbating the issue. So we're just trying to get down to the bottom of it because since Mayor Clark has been.
Why are you trying to get to the bottom of it?
Because the city's in distress. That's police services. I have family to live here, and so many other reasons. But I've been called into Harvey to expose exactly what's happening here. So we're just trying to get an understanding, especially from businesses we want to support.
Now, this lady, bless her heart, at Whole Funeral Home, she is not having it with Jed. She does not let him get away with his BS. Wyoming says he works for the city of Harvey. It's kind of vague. It's like I don't know if he actually ever came out and said it, but it's like I mean, he's definitely dishonestly portraying himself. He's definitely really, if it's not illegal, well, first of all, shaking someone down for money is definitely illegal. But as far as Jed, it's definitely at least on the line where it doesn't seem like he's saying he's an official agent of the city almost. But it's really weird if you listen to him the way he says it. It's super shady. He does community service, right? This is his community service. We don't want it. Go away. Go away. I was so happy when he was staying out of Harvey. But I do. My guess is that Clark brought him back. I think Clark is desperate. It's a very, very poor choice on Clark's part.
Are you trying to expose Harvey?
The whole city.
Okay.
So the problem here is that there is
I don't think we should talk about that like right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do we schedule a meeting or something?
Yeah, you have to schedule a meeting.
We got a business card?
Yeah, I do. So when you come in and tell somebody that you're trying to expose somebody.
It's not trying to expose. We're just trying to get understanding of everything.
Well, how do you think I can clarify the understanding of the city of Harvey?
No. Oh yeah. No.
And she says, how am I going to clarify understanding related to the city of Harvey? I remember he said he was going to expose, and then she asked him something, and then he just said, "Oh no, I'm not going to expose." Like, what is it? Which one is it, Jed? This is not. No.
Well, this is not about Harvey for us.
No. Let me step over because this is going to be marinated in my mind.
Okay.
And I want to clarify the conversation and have them with me. Because for something like this, it should be an open forum for the whole city of Harvey. I'm not the only person in the city of Harvey.
I know.
So I can't.
Ooh, Wyoming, help me find it. If he did say that, help me find it because I would like to hear him say that. I didn't think I heard it before, but when I was doing some work repairing a fence when I was listening to it last time, so maybe I did miss it. You said he actually said he works for the city of Harvey, I think, on this video. Yeah, or even if it's not in this video, let me know where it is. Because he's really, I mean, he and Clark have already gotten so many lawsuits, but I mean, this is not good. He probably have hour to do because of the fines he got. Oh, he's a sheriff. Harvey needs, oh my God, no, we do not need him. No, thank you. No, merci.
I can't rectify the city of
We're
Harvey.
visiting all the businesses individually just to kind of get an understanding of the reality of the city. But this business itself.
Carlos, I got it. Carlos, go ahead. I got this. Okay.
This business itself is just one of the next ones on it.
Now we can't see them because, yeah, LNC went over the video, right? Yes, I watched a lot of it, and oh my God, he really tore Jed apart, and Jed deserved it. Jed deserves every bit of it. But of course, since hopefully I can shed maybe a little bit more light on it, just since I live here. And then after I saw the video, I actually went to speak with Mrs. Holt because I said, I hope you realize that like at this point, he walked in, and maybe you could kind of say it was in public, in the lobby, but then they went to like the chapel area to have a private discussion because Jed's talking about walking and being like, oh, we're here for businesses that owe taxes. You're in a funeral home, right? So people are there, they're upset, they're dealing with the businesses, dealing with death and helping people bury their loved ones. So, understandably, Ms. Holtz takes him aside, Now, at this point, and of course, she was not happy to hear this. A lot of people had, told her yesterday that he not only recorded her without her consent, and it wasn't a public conversation in public, but then proceeded to post it online. He's a public terrorist. If he does that live, imagine what he can do in the dark. Exactly. If he shakes down people like this, and posts it on video, what are we not seeing that Jedediah is doing? That's definitely one of my fears, for sure.
I really hate that my role requires me to do this stuff.
But I don't understand what your role is. So what is your, what?
I'm getting down to the.
Cook County?
I love it. I don't understand what are you? Are you with Cook County? He doesn't have a role with the city or the county.
I am with the.
Let me see your information.
I'm Jedediah Brown.
Okay.
I'm a community advocate. I've been called here to kind of sort of understand.
No, we did not call you here. We may have been interested in having your help, before we really knew as much about you. But then once we found out how much of a scammer you were, it's like, shoot, no. Nope, that ship sailed a long time ago. So I don't know. I don't think I know anybody wants you here.
The layout of what's happening in the city.
But it should be a formal conversation for everybody in the community.
So I'm not.
Because you should have a breakdown of all the people that's being hit hard with taxes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get an incentive. I do. I have a whole list of every business. It's 465. Most of them are delinquent on their taxes. So we're just trying to get an understanding.
So Mayor Clark and his goons, his four aldermen, through their secretive and inappropriate financial practices and harassing everybody, residents and businesses and everything else for 6 years, they're the ones that put the city in a financial crisis. So you don't live here, Mr. Brown, and you're coming to harass businesses that you say owe tax money. First of all, it's none of the mayor's business. That's between the businesses and Cook County. Cook County collects the taxes, not the city. But second of all, where do you even fit into all this? This is where this is where it really looks like a shakedown.
The issues of why this is happening. Because if businesses don't pay taxes, then government doesn't run. The city is now in distress, which is why advocacy and things are happening. And before the public is told things.
The public's already been told by the and meetings, and he's exposed all the people. I'm the oldest business in this community.
Okay.
One of the oldest. One has built this community up, and I've been hit with COVID. So this have, I got.
Yeah. So in other words, and I agree, she's saying, okay, taxes, whatever, that's between the businesses and the county. They're going to work out their arrangement with the county, et cetera, et cetera. The mayor does not need to be involved in that. And Jedediah Brown certainly does not have a role in that. I hope he doesn't know where Canada is. He does whatever he wants. He's got to be the problem solved by Clark. He got to be the problem. Oh, yeah. Like it's definitely pretty clear that Clark has sent him, right? Hello, Ryan in chat. Hey, Brian. Salut, bonsoir. Salut is just French for hi.
They're not going to jump me. Okay.
Raheem, the gentleman that he calls his bodyguard that has the murder charge and the lots of like violent weapon charges, on his record. I'm assuming that's usually who he will bring with him to intimidate people. But this lady is not. She's not taking it. She's got people there, but she's not taking any crap. And she said, "No, he's not going to jump me. Don't worry."
The world crisis, but we have a government of the mayor of Harvey that exposed that instead of sitting down with the people in the community and find out, and if there was tip or anything that could have helped the community. His approach was to attack people by left on Facebook. So I don't understand.
Right. So that, and that's what I disagree with. That's been the mayor's approach for 6 years. Instead of actually helping businesses or residents that are maybe are experiencing financial hardship or what have you, he immediately attacks them to extort them. Like that's not leadership, man. That's just extortion. Before the public's been told, the public has been told he thought he had something right. She was like, sorry, everybody knows, like, because that's how the mayor does it. He said he was hired to help with the furloughs, but instead he's shaking folks down. Oh, did he? Okay, I want to know where. Yeah, that would be the same thing. He calls that an audit. Is he on payroll? Yeah, that's what I want to know, right? But like I said, we don't know where any of our money goes. They could just be spending, Shirley Durinsky could have like 10 vacation homes in Indiana for all we know. Like we really have no idea that she bought with tax money. Like we don't know. We can only guess and try to piece things together because they haven't opened the books. And that's just absolutely, it boggles my mind. That's why he needs to resign and we need a forensic audit immediately because it's public money. Wouldn't it be more profitable for Clark to reopen the nightclubs instead of trying to shake down churches, funeral parlors, and the last few remaining honest businesses in Harvey? Yes. That's the irony, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Kellogg did so many horrible, shady things. I'm not saying I would want to go back to Mayor Kellogg, but I think at least he had the sense that, of course, he should. All right, am I freezing up, guys? Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened. I think I froze up, but at least the clubs and stuff were staying open, right, to make the treasurer cannot have access to the books, but Jed got to know that. Yeah, he does. Ryan, if you see what Jed has pulled out was paperwork, you see that businesses did not pay their taxes. How did he get that info? I do, I think that is if it's property taxes, um that should be public information. So it's not secret, you know what I mean? But it's not just that's the county's responsibility is to collect property taxes. And if someone has difficulty, they can work out a payment plan or what have you. But that, yeah, it's none of Jed's business, let alone the fact that Jedediah nor Mayor Clark live in Harvey, from what our sources tell us. Jed is Clark's best tool now. Exactly. I think taxes are public record, correct? What's legal? General rule. Illinois is an all-party consent state, also called two-party consent. This means you must have the consent of every person, right, to record. So, if you're not in a public place where it's assumed that, you could be recorded, like she took him into a side room to have this conversation because Deb just came in and started blurting out about, hey, I'm an activist and you didn't pay your taxes. And it's a lobby of a funeral parlor. Like, like I said, people are there to conduct business, but they're also upset. People have died. And he records her. So, I mean, he can get in huge trouble just for that. Clark wants nothing to change. Erase the bill, it'll be fine. He said that on his live. Oh, okay. Interesting. He's clairvoyant. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, I got to 1K subscribers. I'm so excited. He recorded these folks and it's illegal according to state law. That is correct. In Illinois, you are supposed to get consent from both parties before you record a private conversation. Now, if it's public, like you're in a public place, like where there's no expectation of privacy, then you're good. You don't need the other person's permission. But like I said, the Ms. Holt pulls him aside to a separate area. Louise, I did hear Jed say he worked for the city of Harvey. Yeah, you guys tell me where that is. I want that clip because, man, Clark is going to get it for allowing Jed to come back. He's got to be desperate. The restaurant is a public area until you're trespassed. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Money in Harvey.
Yeah, city's broke, like
Well,
$165 million.
Okay.
So for me, and I hope that this does not age long, it's kind of hard because you it's kind of hard to literally go at this because everybody's suffering at the same way in a sense.
Okay, now let me say this to you. I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to believe that your intentions, I want to believe your intentions may at one point go in the right direction.
I try to keep them pure.
No, it's not even about purity. It's about your curve appeal and your approach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you?
Well, I don't think that's the way that you should come in.
Trust me, there's no way to do it. I've called, I've
wrote
wrote emails, I've been very nice to a lot of people.
Okay.
But when you're talking
Okay, so
about
let me-
these
let me
kinds
say
of
this to you.
things,
Let me say this to
there's
you.
no
I'm
other way
trying
to do it.
I'm trying to explain to you when you're approaching me,
Okay,
just me.
got it.
I can't speak for anybody else.
I love it.
When you're approaching me,
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit down with anybody. I'm in the funeral business. So I'm dealing with death. So my humbleness and my compassion is totally 100% on the table all the time. But when you come and approach me about something like this, I think that you're telling me, you're asking, you're not coming to me the right way. Instead of sitting down and saying, look, I need to have a meeting with you. Is that available? You just don't pull out papers and start talking about that in my lobby. You don't do that. That's unprofessional.
I can appreciate that.
That's totally unprofessional. As far as emails and all of that, I don't look at a lot of emails. Well, some of that stuff is junk mail to me.
Right. So then you got to understand my perspective. When I do spend hours and hours of research.
He is not only a criminal and just, trying to extort and shake down this business owner on live, recording her without her knowledge and sharing it online. But then he says, you have to understand where I'm coming from. Really? Does she though? Harvey, a new inspector, right? He said in his live he was working to fill the furlough gap. That's not what he recorded or performed. What the hell? Oh, he pissed Napoleon. Clark's gonna save everybody. Oh, yeah. I know he went to Napoleon's business right before this.
Searching. May I respond?
Let me ask you
May I
this.
respond though?
At this point, what is your goal being?
I'm going to tell you
Okay, go ahead.
when I take out my time to call, email, try to schedule appointments. Yes, my personal time, my time. When I
And I'm just remembering a late night crew who roasted Jed about this because it's like your personal time. Again, you're a scammer. You don't live here. You harass people. You defame people. You stalk people. You beat people up. You're the lowest of the low, Mr. Jedediah Brown. Like what? Why does she have to care about anything you have to say?
do that to try to connect with people to get these conversations and to get this understanding, it's unfortunate because the escalation is then I got to show up because I'm being kind of sort of strung along or ignored.
You have to show up. Are you welcome? Are you
And
welcome?
Oh, I loved that. Yes. Is it not so much you have to show? Are you welcome? Are you welcome here, Jed? You are not welcome in Harvey. We don't want more criminals who harass, extort, beat up, threaten, stalk, dox. You know what I mean? Like that's not what we need. We're a community in need, but you're not someone that's going to actually help.
And I very well may not be. And I got to take that.
You didn't hear what I said. Are you welcome to just show up to people in manner? And I'm the evil, but I have a guard up when you come into my building and you talk like that in front of my staff. They don't know my business.
You just said that you don't even read your emails. So I'm
piggybacking on two conversations.
And he's so rude. Like if you're even going to dare to walk into someone's business and immediately you don't know who they are, they don't know who you are, confront them about their personal, their finances with their business that has nothing to do with you. You don't even live there. And then you can't let the lady finish. Like, he keeps interrupting her. It drives me nuts. Hey, Jabbar. Hey, I'm doing okay. Been super busy, but he acts like they're obligated to talk to him about her taxes. Right, exactly. Yep. Let me see. He wants the store to call the police weekend there. Ryan, did you speak with Ms. Holt about this? Yes. So I went to speak with her, not long after this happened, because of course, my sources got to me, thank God, immediately, and said, Jedediah is back in Harvey. And I'm like, "Oh, are you serious? Like, I really thought that we had made it clear to him that we don't want bullies in Harvey. But that's why I said I think Clark must be desperate, really. He must really, really need the money or something. Because why would he allow Jedediah to come back and just like, oof. But he really picked the wrong lady, let me tell you. There's a guy from the street. Why he doesn't fight against her? Yeah, no. He's all about himself. It's really sad.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'm saying to you, how you approach somebody in their business. I have family in my office. I have all kinds of stuff walking through here. And you're exposing things that has nothing to do with my office.
Okay.
Staff or anybody. That's my first issue. Yes, I do not look at emails. I'm not an email person, but I have people here that does look at my emails. And they feel it's something that I need to look at, then yes, they will tell me. But my calls are 24 hours. I'm a 24-hour business, I'm a 24-hour person. If you ever needed to talk to me in good faith as an advocate or whatever, or if my emails are not being addressed, you can pick up your phone, and you could call and ask to speak to Mrs. Hope. And she would be glad to sit down with you, my accountant, and my attorney that's dealing with my taxes
Yeah.
in the city of Harvey.
What I was trying to explain is that I've done that and we've gotten nowhere. I don't just pop up.
Sir,
I actually go through.
you didn't have an appointment. You did pop up. You did pop up.
I know. Oh my gosh, Shay, you did such a great job in this video yesterday because Shay was cracking up and I was cracking up when I listened to this. And I'm like, I don't just pop up. You do. That is what you do, Jed. You're working for Mayor Clark, clearly. You're popping up, trying to extort people for money and harass people. Like, go away. Do you have no shame? Like, jeez. Let me see. What did you guys say? Since when did Napoleon ever work in Beggars? Oh, he does own that Beggars in Harvey, on 147th, but no, I don't think he works there. He's so out of order, and it's contradiction of his work orders according to his live. Right, exactly, Louise. Yep. Yeah. I was gonna say too, French. Like, maybe Jed needs the money. Maybe that's why he's just doing this, because this is clearly what Clark wants to do. Because remember, Clark is a coward. So he doesn't want to actually go and do this stuff, right? So that's why he has Jed do it. Can't imagine being at my job and seeing him coming to talk, right? Wouldn't you be like, I'd be like, no, security, he's got to go. Like, you're trespassing. His sole purpose is to make Clark look good. He got $5K for Hassan. How much is he getting for this? That's what I want to know. Yep. He says he doesn't talk to Clark, and yet who hired him? Yeah, exactly. Why would anybody be doing this? He's got to be getting something from it. How much is his paycheck? Yes, that's what I want to know too, Louise.
I don't start there is what I'm explaining.
Excuse me, you popped up.
I don't start there is what I
Okay,
explain.
that's not what I'm saying. You popped up without an appointment.
Okay, so
You
what I'm
did
trying to
pop
say,
up, Jed.
I'm trying to understand why you're not hearing me, but I'm listening
Because
to you.
you're not listening to
We've
me.
called, we email, we do
I
these
have to-
things,
do
and
I
if
have- am I by law have to talk to you?
you do not.
Okay, thank you.
Bravo, Mrs. Holt. She said, do I by law have to talk to you? No. Okay. It's as simple as that. Like, who the F, does Clark, Clark ultimately, but does Jed think he is? Like, obviously, he must be sent by Clark. Who would have the gall to walk into someone's business like this? And obviously, this lady runs a tight ship. You know what I mean? The business has been open for decades, Harvey. And Clark has no shame, and neither does Jedediah, because they're gonna squeeze blood out of a turnip. You know what I mean? They want to squeeze everybody for every possible penny they can in Harvey. It is ridiculous. So my hat goes off to Mrs. Holt, and I told her that yesterday too. I said, he's nothing but trouble, and don't entertain him, and you did the right thing, and because who knows? Someone else might have been scared by this guy, because he just says all kinds of stuff. So thank God she knew not to listen to him. If he works for the city, he needs some kind of ID. Exactly. And she knew that. Like, who are you? Are you with the county? Like, I don't know you. Clark's trying to cover his ass regarding this massive deficit. They both think people are stupid and will accept this as the reason. Right, right. Does clairvoyant, he can teleport, etc. The list is long. Of course, Jed needs the money. He's broke too. Yeah, right. Because why else would he be in Harvey? Like, no one called Jed here. We don't want him here. Like, I will say that as many times as I need to say it. Like, I'm a resident here. Any of Clark's little goons and little trolls he sends on Facebook and everything, or it's like, for the most part, they don't even live here. Just like we're told Clark doesn't live here. You go, Ms. Holt.
Can I walk out this door?
No, I keep this door locked
All
for safety
right.
reasons. We don't have but 2 police officers in the city of Harvey.
That is, yeah, because people aren't paying their taxes.
Okay.
She said we don't have but 2 police officers in the city of Harvey. And it's right. She's right. Like, the officer, because Clark laid off officers and firefighters and other city workers, while he and his buddies are still driving around cars that we're paying for.
That's why. But thank you. But you did do it for the. You did do it for the. You did do it for the. No, it seems like I'm.
Thank you, sir.
Team Clark. Well, he is unfortunately having to figure out what y'all won't pay. I could be for him. I'm Team Clark because I tried to ask her a question about her delinquency. Crazy. You know what? Pleasantries. It was all bull crap. She was, that was not genuine. And somebody was saying, "Oh, that's a sweet old lady." I literally just explained to her, we've tried to get. I don't just pop up. Anybody who watched me throughout the years, you guys got to know I went through a process. And if they won't answer the email or take the call, sounds like she's not Team Clark. Man, Mr. Clark, if I was to give you my real advice, it would be, man, get the fuck out of here.
And I agree with what Shay said yesterday, too. He pointed out, that's great, Jed. That's exactly what we want. Clark needs to resign now, and we need a forensic audit so we know where the money's gone for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Great. That's your advice? I mean, right? It's horrible advice anyway. If supposedly you're loyal and you're a fan, you say you're Team Clark, but then you're going to advise someone to abandon the city that supposedly they're saving, and that's why you're out trying to extort businesses and harass them about unpaid taxes because you're trying to help Harvey. But then when people don't fall for your BS, then you get mad and say, well, I should just tell Clark to leave. Like, what the hell's going on? Louise, you're right. She's getting with his ass, and we'll follow up. I do not get the sense after meeting with Ms. Holt, I don't think she's a lady to be messed with. I think this is definitely one of the wrong business owners that Jed tried to screw over. Let's see. Jed's gonna find a way to go to your house under a false pretext like that, Brian. Oh, you never know. He might, but if he does, he's. I have. Actually, he can't though, because then he'd be in violation of the no contact order. He said he's attacked. That's his new job. Event. Gotta help her. Without internet, Jed disappeared. Yeah. hmm Yeah. So they're definitely desperate. Yeah. But no, Ms. Holtz. Well, if she didn't know Jedediah, she definitely knows a little bit more about him right now. But that I don't get a sense that she's someone to be messed with. So, all right. Well, that is that. Should we just for fun? Do you guys want to look? Let's look up the city of Harvey's Facebook page and see. And how much do you want to bet? Oh, and I didn't even watch all of his stuff. Supposedly Jed did like some sort of cleanup or something in Harvey. It's like, what the hell? You want to clean up, Jed? Get yourself and Clark out of Harvey. That would be a great way to clean up, honestly. Seriously. Okay, let's see. Let's do City of Harvey. So we pay primo tax dollars for media consultants and stuff to do media. So this is the city page. Can you guys see? Okay. Okay, good. Sorry, what did I miss? Did you say something? Did Clark fire and a code enforcement shakedown agents? We are. Clark got this company called B&F Construction. They're based in Elgin, and they're the outside contractor that we pay a lot of money to. I think too much. But they do the code enforcement stuff. So I don't know how that works exactly. I'm not quite sure. But obviously, never fear, Jedediah Brown is here. He'll help Mayor Clark and do whatever Mayor Clark wants. Harass people, beat people up, defame people, stalk people, dox people. So I mean, Jed is definitely sort of this hitman for hire. All right, so City of Harvey Facebook page. Now remember, we are a city in crisis the mayor has shut down and is begging for a state bailout. So this we saw before. That was the frequently asked questions, but let me see. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay. So we saw October 21st. Okay, yeah, that was the frequently asked questions. Did you guys see this one? And where the mayor said something like oops. Come on. Statement from Mayor Clark. This is October 21st as well. To every Harvey resident, your safety is my first priority. Starting today, deputies from the Cook County Sheriff's Office are working with Harvey police on our streets and our neighborhoods, answering calls alongside our officers. You will see patrols, you'll see uniforms, and you'll dial 911. We will respond. Harvey's going through a hard moment, but we're not going through it alone. I want to thank Sheriff Tom Dart and the Cook County Sheriff's Office for stepping up to help protect our residents. This support does not replace our officers, it reinforces them. Our first responders continue to show up for this community every day, and they have my full respect. We're in a hard moment, but we pledge to keep residents informed, stay visible, and we will keep working together to protect the city. So then, of course, my comment is the best thing you could do for this city is to resign now. You should have been sounding the alarm in 2019, not 2025. And now you're begging for a bailout and you still haven't opened the books. Where's all the money from the past 6 years? I don't know if my other comment showed up, but also what I pointed out is that good. See, other people made some good comments too. But maybe I didn't make it on that post. Thought I did, but anyway, he was saying that the Cook County Sheriff's going to step in, but the sheriff has been doing patrols in Harvey for years now because we've already been understaffed. That's the crazy thing. That was the city council meeting on the 27th. I think I did a recap of that, right? Remember that was I remember Tyrone yelled at Sharon at that one. Finance committee, city council committee. Oh, look at. Now, the mayor and Korean Davis, Ramona Simpson, and other of his department heads, they still get all their cars, that we pay for to drive around. They've got their hair done. They got their in many cases, they've got their 6-figure salaries. I mean, they're doing great. But the poor kids of Harvey, kids costume at contest at 5 p.m. canceled. That's what happens when you have an evil goblin Grinch for a mayor, canceled. Oh, and they made sure to post it twice just in case. Oh, let's see. What did they post? I think this is the last post. Yeah, it was on Halloween. Happy Halloween. They were giving tips for Halloween, the city of Harvey. Who wants to be out on the street in Harvey when you've announced that because of your own horrible management of the city, Mayor Clark, you shut down the city, you fired police, you fired firefighters? Do you think that makes parents want to go and walk their kids out and trick or treat in Harvey? I mean, yeah, we still have a lot of wonderful residents, and I'm not saying that everywhere's unsafe, but I mean, it's just like, do they even think before putting this stuff out? And look, this is not free. We're paying Foremost Strategy to put all this crap out. Well, should we be nice, give them the benefit of the doubt? Maybe. How about let's look up Harvey police. So that was pretty sad and wasn't really much on that page. Let's see, maybe Harvey Police Department. Maybe they'll have something redeeming. Should we check it out? Let me see. Hey, no apologies. How are you? Oh, that's right. Mandy wanted to connect with you, I think, or see your channel. She says, hey, Frenchie. Hey, Frenchie. François le Français. Your safety is my priority. Jed's walk. Yeah, exactly. Hey, if Jed's walking the street, hitting up businesses for cash on your behalf, Clark, then our safety is definitely not your priority because we don't need him. Did you see Super Producer did an interview with Sharon? Oh, no. Okay, that's good. That's good. No, I didn't see that. But Sharon has made some really posts recently that are on fire. That was very good. How long before Harvey does with Fort Heights did? Ask the county sheriff to draw the police work since Harvey can't afford to pay Harvey police. Right. I mean, it might have to get that. I've been asking the sheriff to come and actually investigate Harvey police for a long time. But then someone was telling me the other day, oh, Ryan, they're not going to do that because no one wants to do what you're talking about, Paul. No one wants to actually do the policing for Harvey. And I'm like, okay, but someone has to stop the corrupt leaders. We don't have the power to do that. We're doing what we can, though. Jedi's walking free to get bit by a dog and sue. Oh, there's Mandy. Paul, the sheriffs have already taken over some things for the police department. They made a post about it. Oh, okay. Did they? Oh, interesting. Mandy, you should tell me where that is. I'd like to see that. I didn't know that. But, they've been helping to patrol in Harvey, like I said, for a long time. So that's definitely not new. So let's check out. Oh yeah, this was done a few years ago. Extremely expensive lease that we pay for. They got all the you say your city's broke. You took office 6 years ago, and you said it was a disaster. Blah 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 blah. Because the former mayor, one of the first things he does during his first term was gets a huge expensive monthly payment on leases for fancy new cars for everybody in the city, including some that his staff drive home every day. They can't even drive their own cars to work. Isn't that crazy? So let's see, you guys, what good stuff has Harvey Police posted. Now remember, we are a city in crisis, right? So you'd think they'd be a little sensitive to that. Okay, so let's go back here. Yes. Okay. Oh, and I love to go troll these posts because again, this Clark doesn't make these posts. This is one of the This is one of the firms that we're paying lots of money to do this. Clark doesn't care about this stuff. October 29th, your feedback matters, Harvey. Tell us how we can better serve. Small changes. What's one small change you could make? Oh, isn't it so cute? And I said, how about maybe stop harassing people who ask questions? How about stop being fascist soldiers for dictator Clark, mini Trump of Harvey? So go troll Harvey Police Facebook page and Harvey City Facebook page, because the mayor does read that stuff, and it makes a difference. They share the Halloween safety again, like, okay, who's gonna want to walk our fucking streets when the mayor's firing police? Oh, and this, I think I let him have it on this too. So they've been doing some of these lately. They're like, oh, this guy Keeley was taken into custody by Harvey police on the 28th. This is a criminal trespass to a motor vehicle, charged with theft, blah 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 blah. Okay, so they're trying to be all, well, oh yeah, we actually do our job. And I said, really? So when are you gonna arrest Jedediah Brown for all the times he's trespassed? When are you gonna investigate Mayor Clark and police officials for misconduct and human rights violations? Oh, that's right, never, because you protect those criminals. Harvey PD needs the new leadership pronto. And then I said, so you can't discuss publicly. Oh, they deleted their response. Little fakers. So they responded and they said, unfortunately, we can't discuss blah 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 publicly. I said, so you can't discuss publicly or arrest the criminals in office, but you can arrest peaceful residents who ask where our money's going. What a joke. And I tagged him here. So please feel free to troll them. They deserve it. They need it. And again, last year's trunk or treat. Okay. And guess Clark was still stealing and raping stealing from and raping the community last year too. So are little kitties in costumes supposed to make all that go away? No. Oh, and this one, oh, I loved trolling them on this one. Do you guys see? Trunk or treat canceled, and I said, the mayor and his 4 alder yes-men spent all the candy money, kids. And guess what? They're not sorry, because, they probably got some houses, some cars, some fancy TVs. Who knows what they've been doing with our money, man? Who knows? But they ain't sorry. They got their treats, kids. Oh, look at this is such a fake PR response. Why? Hi, Marissa. We were really looking forward to it too, but unfortunately, trunk or treat had to be canceled due to current circumstances. What current could you explain? What current circumstances are they? Because the mayor and also the police, the head of the police department have been harassing people, committing crimes, and misappropriating funds for several years. Was that the circumstances? Oh, okay, interesting. And good for Marissa. She said, sorry, but these circumstances should not trickle down to the kids, but have a happy Halloween. No, sorry, Marissa, they don't care. Clark's off on vacation, enjoying all that tax money he's taken. He filmed his every move, but no picture from his vacation. Right. The October 21st post. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mandy. Wow, Javar says, yeah, isn't I love to see how bold they are, but nah, they ain't sad kids. They're happy. They're like Grinches, they're happy to take your money. Oh, and this too. Look. I love this. And this is one of the ladies that harasses us when we're at the public meetings, and she's like, "You all have to leave now. Leave. Looks like Officer Horde couldn't wait for Halloween. Cute ghost candy emoticon. She's already passing out candy and Play-Doh to our little ghouls and goblins." No, not cute. And I said, oh, so cute. Wouldn't it be cuter if Harvey police stopped pulling people over and towing their cars for stupid offenses just to extort money? That would be so much sweeter. Officer Horde. And I don't have any compassion for any of the Harvey police officers. At this point, I've warned you. It's been years. I've told you, get a job somewhere else. It's going to look horrible on your resume that you worked at Harvey at this time anyway. Just let it fail. That's what needs to happen. Oh, and then they wish us a happy Halloween. Stay safe out there, even though we don't have police to protect you because we spent all the money on other things. But stay safe. Bye. So yeah, um go let them know. Oh, here's the like what the hell is this? Oh, a missing person, you know. I should have trolled that one for something too. You know, it's like, okay, so what are you doing? We literally fired people. Like, do you even have it? Oh, Kai's. Oh, yeah. Hey, when you're a dictator and you've ruined the city, you know what you can always do? Use that tax money to pay your PR person to post cute dog pics. Hey, now that's smart thinking. Nothing says I'm a failure of a mayor like some cute dog pics to try to distract people from all the money you've stolen. Oh, look at this cute face. And this poor guy is just like, get me the fuck out of here. They are using me for that. Poor puppy. My goodness. Okay, they told us some more tips. Okay, but they're not going to send any police to protect us, of course. Yeah. Oh, welcome November. Oh, it's all about gratitude, reflection, and giving thanks. Okay, what should I say, you guys? Let's let's troll them. What should we say for the giving thanks one? We need to give them an appropriate response. What was her last name again? Officer who? Oh, I forget. I could pull it up or go. Like I said, go on their page and troll them, please. Members of For the Vultures. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because remember, Jed was like he kept flirting with the one officer. Like, very strange, violent person. What could we say to troll them? Let's see. To be grateful, thankful. I'm gonna say. Oh, Harvey police. You know what would make me grateful this November? I would be eternally grateful if Mayor Clark resigned immediately and we got rid of this current police chief and all of the officers who have violated human rights time and time again using our tax money. Please let us be. Please grant us. No, that sounds too nice. It's time to go look for other jobs and to let the people who actually care work for our city. Be grateful as you walk out that door. And don't let it hit you on the way out. Oh, can I find cute? I forgot how to do emojis. I'm like, I want a cute emoji. Let me find a pumpkin, you guys. Let me see. Can I find a pumpkin? Oh, that was kind of Halloweenish, but all right. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. Ask, go get your little extortion agent. Yeah. But yeah, please go have fun with it. We have to make fighting corruption fun. So that's my little note for Harvey police. Oh, then they posted something about this guy. They got him for murder, but then I wanted more information. So I was like, okay, like, did Harvey police arrest him? Where did the murder occur? Who arrested him and when? And of course, we have no answer. Well, let me see all comments. Let me see if I missed some. Yeah, no. So we don't really know what happened. Tip Tuesday, safety tips to be thankful for. Oh, this one was random from yesterday. McDonald's are giving turkeys. Okay, that's random. I don't know if I want to put a troll post. Okay, guys, I gotta post about the dog. Look. He has to be subjected to the horrible conditions. Did you know that we even had Harvey got a truck donated by the county for animal control to get strays off the streets, and got some kennels donated. And did you know the officers, they wouldn't even clean the kennels, and they were volunteers who were helping, but now they were like, the police didn't even want to. They didn't even want to clean the shit and the piss out of the kennels that were donated, that were given to Harvey. We also got a truck from Cook County Animal Control donated, but we don't have staff to do animal control. The mayor lied about that too. So let me just say, as much as I think he's adorable, please stop using this lovely animal to distract from the horrible city shutdown from Mayor Clark. Many of your colleagues are at home with no pay and no benefits because of Mayor Clark and Chief Biddings running Harvey into the ground. I don't think This is a time to celebrate. Do you? Get them! Go on their Facebook pages, guys, and get them. You should post a watching guide near the city hall at night just in case. Why? Why is that, French? For what? To watch what at City Hall? But poor Kai, it's like, stop using the damn animal. Okay, the missing person thing. Oh, and then I love when they post crime stats because it's like, okay, where do these come from? They never say where the sources are from. And then I said, let's see the sources. How's it going now that the mayor's laid off so many officers? Because Clark still has his SUV, his driver is 24/7 security. He has an expensive police camera outside of the 2 houses that he stays in, but that we're told he does not actually live in. Plus, several police vehicles that always sit outside of those houses. Let alone we are told that he lives in Chicago and not in Harvey. But like, what do these stats even mean? They're basically meaningless. So anyway, go troll them, people. Jedi can go, oh, to see if Jed is like squatting at. I don't know where the man lives. That's a good question. I do not know, but he's dangerous, delusional, and he's working for Mayor Clark. He has to be, absolutely has to be. I think that was pretty much everything, guys. Did I forget anything? Thanks for tuning in. I want to give you a brief update. And then tomorrow, let me see if Amir texted me back. I don't think he did. Okay, no, it's fine. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. I'm glad I got to do a little update. It's just been super crazy. We're going to get that written petition. We are working on that. Again, it's day 17 of Clark's disaster shutdown. And we have new drama added because we know Clark is desperate because he's brought Jedediah back in town to harass and extort people. And no. Jedediah has got to go. We don't want him here. Get out of Harvey and stop harassing and bullying people. Anything else before we go? Francois, you are up late. Mr. French, you're up late. Okay, guys, have a wonderful evening. Bonne nuit. I'm going to go back and get some work done at home. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thank you again for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to keep posting things. Oh, and if you didn't get a chance to give a little watch to, I did an interview with a lady from Cal City, and she explained this incident in October where some students were given nicotine gum, and some were sickened and had signs of nicotine poisoning at a Calumet City school. Well, it's Dalton and Calumet City, District 149. So check that out on my YouTube as well. It was a pretty good interview. These public boards are crazy. They're out of control. So wherever you live, we stand in solidarity. It's workers against the oligarchs, against the capitalists, against people who are ultra rich and they control everything, right? We all, regardless of race, gender, creed, nationality, age, whatever, sexuality, we've all got to come together and stand up for ourselves and stand up for the workers of the world, the average people of the world. We're the 99%, like they say, right? We're the majority. But in so many cases, as you see with these public boards, we're getting ruled by these a small class of people, but they're desperate, they're cruel, and they've got to go. We need to stand up and show our power. So keep caring, keep speaking up, keep showing up however you can. Show love, show care for each other, and we'll talk again soon. Bonne nuit.